Hi everyone, my name is Bridget Morris and welcome back to my channel where everything we talk about is specific carbohydrate diet friendly. We also get into keto and as well as gluten-free. So look guys, new background, hey, moving up in the world. And no, it's because of the lighting. I just couldn't get the lighting. It's like a certain time of day. Filming problems. Anyways, so in today's video, we're gonna be cooking a whole chicken, like the whole thing. And don't worry, it sounds way more daunting than it is. It's honestly one of the easiest things to do. Probably by far the easiest and quickest recipe that you'll do. I remember I was completely afraid of even trying to do this because in my head, for some reason, I built it up to a point that it was like, it's impossible. It's basically like a turkey. It's like Christmas turkey, but like next level, because we all know that it's with the holidays and when you're cooking a turkey, it's like you have to baste it and then you have to, it's just like, I don't know. I was just like, I cannot do a whole chicken. But then when I looked into it, I realized again how easy it was. I'll be using a crock pot and pretty much dump it right in there and Bob's your uncle. You'll also notice in this video, it's very easy to do. The time consuming part is the prep work. So it's just cutting up all the vegetables because technically you're just dumping it in. We're gonna be adding some spices and I'm gonna show you how I end up doing the chicken. There's basically like different versions of it. So you can have it basically like really crispy, like brown at the top if you want, or if you wanna just keep it cooked to the way that it is, it's just delicious. One of the added benefits that I like about this chicken is that you're gonna have meat for the entire week. So what I like to do is once the chicken is cooked, I take it out, I let it cool for a little bit, and then I just remove all the chicken from the bone and I put it in a container and then I put it in the fridge. And then over the week, I just take out like the one drumstick or like a thigh or like just pieces of meat, and then you can either make like a salad or you can just like eat it with like sauce if you want, or just, you know, you have so many options to do it as well. And it's also easy for my husband and my stepdaughter to eat it because, you know, they just can grab and go. It's equivalent to the barbecue chicken that you can buy either at the grocery store or at Costco. It doesn't have like the barbecue taste to it, but it's gonna have your own flavors of it. So example, based on the herbs that you're going to be using, that's the flavor that you're going to be using. Another bonus to this entire recipe is that it's pretty much a one meal deal. I just came up with that. One meal deal. Oh my God, that's a good one. One meal deal. But anyway, it is, because one of the tricks on cooking it is you're gonna have all these vegetables included the chicken. So when you get it all out, if you do want to eat it right away, that is an option. You can just pretty much have the meat and you can have the vegetables. Or if you want to put everything away, the juices, it's like you can create a gravy. It's really, really good. So anyways, if you want to learn how to make a whole chicken that is specific carbohydrate diet, but also, you know what, it's keto friendly, it's also gluten-free, and you know what, it's just good for everybody and anybody. It's a roast chicken. So if you want to learn how to do that, please keep watching.
Hey everyone, so I hope that you're ready to be doing some cooking with me today. So this is what the chicken looks like when I buy it. I get it at Costco and it comes in a 2-pack. I freeze one and then I use one up right away. So it's sealed in this plastic. So I just cut it up and I'm going to take it out. So you can see that the chicken is really cleaned well, and this one is also completely empty. The cavity, it doesn't have like any organs or neck or heart or anything like that. But if yours does come with it, just make sure you take it out, but don't throw it away. Those things are so good if you want to use it for chicken stock or bone broth soup. So in today's recipe, we're going to be using butternut squash, some carrots, onions, garlic, some rosemary, some thyme, and then salt and pepper for seasoning. All right, so the first step that we're gonna do is we're gonna take the chicken and we're gonna dry it out. So I just have some Scott towels, just paper towels. You're just gonna give it a nice massage. You're just gonna remove all of the liquids from the chicken. The reason I want to do this is because I really want to make sure that the spices and salt and pepper that we use are really going to stay on the chicken and not have the water or liquids bring it down into the juices, and then the skin just doesn't have any flavor. All right, now we're going to be adding some salt and pepper. You can be very generous with your salt and your pepper. And once again, we're going to be giving this chicken a really nice massage. So you're going to press in the salt and the pepper into the skin. And we're going to do this on the other side as well. So again, just be very generous with your salt and your pepper. All right, and now for the cooking part, where it's pretty much the easy part at this point. So we're going to start off and we're going to put the vegetables at the bottom of the crock pot. So this is the butternut squash, and the reason I'm using this is because usually recipes call for potatoes, but we can't have potatoes, so that's a really good substitute. Then we're going to add some carrots. And then we're also going to be adding our onions. So I like to just stir it up just to make sure that everything is evenly mixed, because I just don't want any layers. And from here, we're going to add our garlic. And then we're going to add more salt and pepper for seasoning. Now we're going to be adding our rosemary. And now our thyme. So I want to be mixing it all up again. This was a piece of onion that didn't look all that great. All right, and now adding in our pièce de résistance, so our dancing chicken. So you want to be placing it so the legs are facing up. And just like that. All right, so this is what the chicken looks like into the crock pot. You can see how the vegetables, they're all at the bottom, and then just at the top. The chicken is pretty much flush with the crock pot. So we're going to be cooking it on high for 6 hours, or you can also do it on low for 8 hours. And this is what the chicken looks like fully cooked. So you can see that it's still white in color, and you can see how the vegetables are so well cooked, and you can see also the juices at the bottom. So if you want to be adding a little bit of color to your chicken, so make it more like a roast chicken, I'll be showing you this step right now. So you can put it in the oven and put it on broil, and maybe add it for a couple minutes or 3 minutes. Just make sure you keep an eye on it because it can burn really quickly. So I have 2 spoons here, and I'm just going to be scooping the chicken out. I don't want any vegetables. And you can see here as I'm pulling it out how it's just so tender. Everything is just like falling to bits, and that's perfect. That's exactly what you want. And this is what the chicken looks like, just like this. We're going to put it in the oven. So these are the vegetables and the juices. That juice is absolutely delicious. You can use it as a gravy, or you can even strain it and have it as a soup, but you know what? Make sure you keep it. Don't throw it out. And this is the final result. I think I left it in there just a little too long, just because it cooked a little bit much. But you know what? It's absolutely delicious. It adds flavor.
So guys, that's how you cook a whole chicken, and you can see that it was really easy to do. You just plonked it in the crock pot and then you let it do its work. You also saw that when we originally put the chicken in there, we put a bed of vegetables and we put the chicken. There was 0 liquids in it, and at the end there was a lot of juice, and those were the juices coming out of the chicken, and so that creates a gravy and it's delicious. Please keep every bits and pieces of that gravy because it will add so much flavor when you're eating it later. I usually like to use this recipe just leaving it as is. I don't add it in the oven at the end because, you know, I'm not really interested in having that really nice presentation look to it, and you know, the chicken itself tastes the same. One of the really amazing things about cooking is it really changes based on what you're using. So in my recipes, I used rosemary and thyme, but you can use any other herbs that you would like. So you could maybe use basil. I've also done this recipe with Italian seasoning. That's actually really good as well. So you're gonna have to play around and see what you like. Maybe you don't like rosemary, so don't use that. You can use something else instead. And yeah, really have fun with this recipe. Please leave in the comments below your thought on this recipe, and maybe if you've tried it before, or maybe your own variation of herbs that you've used. That's the beauty of cooking. You really can mix it up and change different things, and it really just becomes delicious based on what you're liking. If you like this video, please leave it a thumbs up, and please subscribe to my channel. Please tell all your friends and all your family about this channel, and so we can spread the love and spread the healthy. And I will see you in my next video. Thank you. Bye.